because I was just having so much fun helping other people, and my stuff took a back burner. So I had to like fix that model and find a better way that was more efficient for me to help people. So over time, I've gotten to a point where I now just make videos and sell the video. And then if you want extra coaching on top of that, it's separate. But I have videos that cover like how to use ManyVids, how to use your profile, planning for a convention, things to remember, how to interact with fans at conventions, how to like manage all of your clubs at the same time. And there's like I think there's almost 20 something videos that are dedicated to helping models right now on my ManyVids profile. So it's like not just something I'm willing to do, but it's like one thing that really drives me, because I feel like for the new girls coming in, yeah, they don't have to, you don't want to have to waste that time figuring everything out. If someone tells you how it is, you can make money faster. And I want people to get out of their shitty situation faster, like I wanted to. So yeah, knowledge is open for everyone.
So I love that because I feel like people don't think about that, because it's like featuring something that can be perceived as like a gig or a side thing, and you made it a complete career. And you put on your, businesswoman cap, and you didn't think of just how to improve yourself, but you went above and beyond, and you're trying to help out other girls, other people in the same industry. And it's like, you were literally sharing all the wisdom you've gathered throughout the years. And I think that's pretty awesome, because I don't think anyone thinks of that. Like all the little details that you just explained. Mm-hmm. It's like, where do you even start? Especially I feel like nowadays there's so many people online doing that kind of thing, and it's like you have to be able to stand out, right?
Yeah, and I've always really pushed that too. Like, we're so lucky to have a job where we can be as individual as we want, so you don't need to copy anybody. Like, literally, you can take inspiration from people, and like, some people don't have that creative bone, and they're really just here to make their money, and they just want a formula to work from, which is totally fine. But like, if you want to make this a career and you want to brand yourself, like, how are you going to stand out? And that's something that I think a lot of people overlook, or I think a lot of girls struggle because they don't know what that one thing is that they have. I feel like some girls, they're a little self-conscious, and I'm like, oh, but like, you have no idea the kind of money you can make off this part of your body that you are insecure about, or whatever. Like, just, you need to tap into that one thing that people keep coming back to you for. It could just be a role play too. Like, maybe you're really good at impregnation or something, and that you're going to get a whole fan base from this one taboo, right? So it's about trying everything, see what you're really good at, and see what your fans really like, and then you kind of like feed that a little bit more.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've noticed that lately, I feel like porn has grown so much in a positive way. Like back in the day, you hear the word porn star and you have the image of one person, one look. And now it's like, I feel like they realize, like, there's a type for everyone. It's like, you can literally, everyone has a different look, and that works because everyone has different types. And I feel like porn industry has finally took a grasp on that. And it's like you said, take what you think it's a taboo and actually use it as an advantage. And I think that's really cool to see, because it's like, you can literally see someone in a porn video and be like, oh my gosh, she looks like me. Or, oh wow, I can see myself doing that. And it's like, I feel like back in the day, there wasn't as much representation as there is now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And I totally credit ManyVids to a lot of that, because I worked for sites before I worked for ManyVids. ManyVids was something that I joined about 2 to 3 years into my career, and I was wowed by the representation there. Like, they weren't afraid to make a BBW model the header of the black girls and Asian girls and Indian girls and anybody, like boys, trans. Like, they were really like just pushing the edge of what representation is in porn. And I totally credit that to ManyVids, because I feel like it made a lot of other companies realize, oh, that is quite lucrative, or we do need that kind of representation. But in a business sense, I know companies are more of the lucrative, but like, just BBW is one of the top searches on ManyVids for the last 5 or 6 years straight, every day. Wow. BBW, top 10 search. So why are companies like browsers and stuff just filming with BBWs now? Like, come on, like, how long it took you that long to find out, like, how lucrative and where that worth is?
Was
you
it
know,
browsers, Penthouse? I know Penthouse just had oh my gosh, because I did my research, but you would think I'm like new at this. Yeah, so you're right. It's taken them a long time to see like, oh shit, this is something we can make money with the content. And they're bringing them in barely now, but like you said, many vids 2 to 5 years ago were like, "No, fuck it, you guys have a niche, let's put it out there." And
that's right.
And these big name brands, and I use air quotes, are barely noticing it now. And now by this time, like you just said right now, many vids, all these other platforms, you guys are your own boss now. Matter of fact, you're your own boss. You don't really need a big name brand to promote you. You're a well-promoted woman. From what I researched, you're bossly. You're a boss.
Oh my gosh, you a real fan over here. Stop it. You're gonna make me blush.
That research.
No. I mean, for research purposes only, because I know my wife's listening in the next room, and she's probably gonna scold me. But no. Like when I did the research, you promote your product and your content very well compared to the other ones I was looking at. You got to be in the top. The way you promote it, you're friendly to your fans. I saw that. You always find new ways to kind of like, I don't want to use the word reinvent, but just new ways to get people to stay interested and stay signed in. And I don't see that. I think everyone else is just doing the same old shit. You're out there. And that's, you got to commend that.
I think what it is because you have fun with it still.
Yes, there you go.
The job, you're having fun.
Well, because it's a career for her. This isn't like a hobby. I think the other girls, and I'm not bashing anybody else, but from the ones I saw, it looked like it was a hobby. For you, it's, this is your profession. This is your moneymaker. If you don't like what you're doing, then you notice it on your paycheck.
Yeah. I have always just tried to find new ways to keep people engaged and interested, so I really value that compliment. But it's been a lot of what can I do that my people haven't seen yet, and it's about releasing that stuff strategically, because I'm also a really strong believer in not putting out too much at the beginning, because I feel like if people see way too much of you right off the get, then you're losing your potency. You know what I mean? You need people to like drag along with you. So if you want longevity in a career like this, for me, like, it was about making certain things about me very exclusive. So that way people were always just longing for a little bit more. And it was just about being strategic with the way I release it. Just like also I don't cater to mature roles. Like I don't do stepmom or sex therapist or whatever. As long as I have like a young looking face, that's what I'm going to market on right now. And my porn will grow with me. You know what I mean? So just try to be really, really strategic. Thank you. Oh my God, I can shake you.
Please do. Please. Wait, I'm looking around and my wife's not here. Please do if you can. No, but I'm tooting your horn because it's true. I mean, what you're doing is like innovative. It's inspiring for anybody that's coming up, because like I said, I went on your Twitter page, like straight out, like it's promoting, but like you just said right now, it's kind of like that commercial from Geico with the old man with the dollar with the fish hook going, oh no, you need to catch it. You're only giving a little bit to keep enticing them to keep coming back. You're not oversaturating yourself, and I think that's what's made the longevity of a career. Because I think, from what I read, an adult entertainer's career is like what, maybe a good 2-3 years. You just said you did many vids, like what? Your anniversary was how long ago again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, for my whole sex work career, it's been 8 years this week. 8 years.
So basically, by this time, you should be already in the with the tail end of your career. Yeah. You should be doing like scenes to like provoke people, be like, oh shit, she's doing this now. She never did it before, but she's doing it. Because I've noticed that with porn, with adult, would you prefer adult entertainer or porn star? Because I feel like I'm jumping back and forth on this.
Either. I don't. It's not too cookie cutter for me.
Okay. But that's the thing. You're still innovative. I think that's the key word. You're still innovative at this time, this long into your career, and that's commendable to me. Like other ones are already
what? Oh I really don't even feel like I've scratched the surface of what I want to do. Like, I have so many, like, ideas still, like, ready to go. There was actually another new series I was going to start this year, but the pandemic slowed me down. But, you know, I'm trying to look at it as a blessing. Like, you know, this is giving me an opportunity to build my audience, like I was saying earlier. So maybe when it is time for me to do this content that I think is going to be really good, it might be even better then, because my audience would have grown so much. So I'm trying to look at the silver lining, but I do have, like, a lot of other ideas just, like, sitting on my back burner right now. And I, like, you know, I haven't won an AVN award. There's a lot of things that are still on the bucket list to do.
Which are?
And
Name them out. I want to hear it. What are your goals? What is Destiny Diaz's goals right now?
Okay, so.
Say it to the universe.
Yeah. Manifest. Right now. The funny thing about goals is I don't like to set myself to just that, because I feel like when I work on one goal, another door kind of, like, squeaks open, and I'm like, is that where I want to take this, right? So I try not to be like, this is that one goal, and I have a few small goals that I'm working towards until I get to that point, and then I'm, like, checking out my perspective. How far have I climbed this mountain? Do I want to keep going? Do I want to, you know, take this rickety bridge over to this mountain and start climbing that mountain now, you know? So as far as goals, I mean, it'd be fucking amazing to win, like, an AVN award. Like, I think that tops any adult entertainer's adult industry goal. You know what I mean? To win an AVN award, I'm happy with that. Like, I was recognized to that level, and that's more than enough for me, you know? I'd also, like, it'd be so cool to win the Hall of Famer for BBWs at the BBW award show.
Yes,
I think, like, that's really cool. Yeah, and I'm just award driven because I have a hard time telling myself when I've reached a point to be happy with. So when someone else can tell me, oh, you've reached your goal, here's a trophy, here's a crown, here's the good job, you did it. Like, I have an endpoint, and I'm like, oh, okay, good.
Recognition is basically what you're looking for.
But I have a really hard time, like, yeah. Okay. I mean, exactly.
But this is where I kind of, when I kind of looked into it, like, damn, this guy's really doing something. You're one that got nominated for an AVN, but you didn't perform for browsers, you didn't do Pumper Pass, you didn't do anything else. You did what you're doing currently right now. You know, Carla Lane won one because she went to a name brand, and, you know, a brand name, and won something. You were nominated for doing what you're doing, which I don't, and correct me if I'm wrong, that's something that's very rare, to at least be nominated for AVN for doing what you do. That's why you're a boss lady.
Yeah, a lot of people who are nominated for AVNs, they have that mainstream push, and mainstream wasn't the direction I wanted to go. Like, ever since I joined, I didn't, like, I've entertained the idea, like, yeah, it'd be so much easier to set up fucking threesomes and gangbangs if I had, like, people on set ready to go. It would be a lot easier to make that kind of content, but at the same time, like, I'm such a control freak. I love creative direction. I love being able to take a break if I'm riding somebody for too long and just stop, take a minute, and then come back to it. I don't like having to, like, force myself to do something on someone else's time because we're all here on a time limit and everyone's getting paid to be here. Like, that kind of stress takes away the fun for me. So that's why I really like to do that kind of stuff by myself and just stick to, like, a real authentic personal relationships and connections with people rather than, you know, show up to set, fuck, like, and I'm not bashing that, because some people, like, I watch that kind of porn, like, I love that kind of shit. Yeah, that's great. Like, come here for the job, fuck, I love that. But for me personally, like, I'm trying to create a real authentic type of porn genre where it's not overly acting, and that's where I've taken, like, my Tinder Tales and Ho Diaries to, this one series that has done me really well on my platforms. And that's because it's like I'm really meeting up with these people from Tinder. I'm really interviewing them for the first time. Like, when they say an answer to my question, I really don't know what it's going to be. So the viewer is along for the ride, and it is very authentic. And I read a comment, I think it was last night on Pornhub, and someone's like, wow, this seems real. I'm into this. Like, I want to buy it. And I'm like, it is real. I'm really out here.
Because
you know what? I'm so glad that you mentioned that, because those kind of videos, like the ones you just mentioned that you do, it's actually the only one that I personally prefer. Because I feel like when it's real people having real sex, it's just, you get aroused that much better because it's not acted. You know, it's real emotions. real personalities, and that to me is like the most attractive thing of the video. So that's my kind of thing.
What's great on Tinder too is like you only swipe right on somebody, and they only swipe right on you if you're into each other physically. So that right off the gate